Ladies and gentlemen, more troops left the US and they are headed to Poland. It seems like every single week there are troops being moved, military equipment is being moved, or they're sending aid over to the Ukraine. And this has been going on for the last several weeks. And it's just hard to believe they're going through all of this just to be averted. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like that is going to be the case at all when you see so much troop movement going on. Not only here, but even over along the border of the Ukraine. I'm going to go ahead and play this audio for February 14th, 2022, NPR.
More U.S. troops from the 82nd Airborne Division boarded flights to Poland today. They're being deployed under the looming threat of Russia invading Ukraine. Jay Price spent the day at Fort Bragg in North Carolina, and he joins us now. Hey, Alyssa. Hi, Jay. So tell us more about these deployments. Yeah, so early this month, the Pentagon announced it was sending about 1,700 paratroopers from the 82nd. Then last week, as tensions continued, they said they were sending more, a lot more, 3,000. So today I went out to where some of that second group were loading onto chartered commercial jets. And what are those troops tasked with doing in Poland? Well, other than reassuring our allies in the region, it's unclear. One of the senior enlisted soldiers I talked with went about as far as anyone actually can with that right now. He'd been deployed in 2010 to Haiti for a humanitarian mission after an earthquake, and then to Iraq the next year with the 82nd. In both cases, he said the job was pretty well defined. This time, it's not what he called a set mission. But the White House and Pentagon have been adamant this is not a combat mission, and the troops will not be going into Ukraine. They've said that again and again. What was the mood among the troops? What did they have to say? Well, I also talked with several younger soldiers in their late teens and 20s who had never been deployed before. And, now the passenger terminal where soldiers wait to board at Bragg at Pope Army Airfield is really just a big set of big metal buildings like warehouses with wood benches. It's this kind of iconic place known as the Green Ramp. And the buildings were full of them and their gear and weapons. And I've seen a lot of deployments there and left on a few myself. And they were just more upbeat than usual, maybe because this isn't a combat deployment. Here's one 19-year-old PFC Francisco Montoya, who's been in the Army for about a year and a half.
We're excited. Something new. We've never done this before.
And I also talked to Specialist Thomas Ventura, who's 25 and who also had never deployed. He was happy just being sent out on a mission. Ventura said he'd had trouble for sleeping for days and days and, just waking up at night wondering when he'd finally get the order to go. And here's how he put it.
Expect the unexpected. I just expect the worst, but hope for the best. I mean, having a really good group around you also comforts your mind when you know the people that are around you and you guys know each other's families and stuff like that. So, just ready to go.
Just ready to go and pretty cheerful about it. I mean, they were standing around in groups joking. And again, these troops aren't expected to see combat, and their mission hasn't fully taken shape, though if Russia does move into Ukraine, part of it may be helping process Americans fleeing by land into Poland. I mean, we all saw those scenes from the Kabul airport. The 82nd was there, saw that, knew what it was up to, and learned lessons from that. And the 82nd, is really flexible and is used to ambivalent missions. It trains for short notice deployments and acts as the nation's contingency force. About a third of the division is always ready to go, sometimes on as little as 18 hours. Wow. Which is why it gets the call whenever we need a large number of troops in a hurry, be it for combat, humanitarian missions, or just a show of force. Thanks so much. That's Jay Price outside Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
So we shall see what happens in the coming weeks. I just can't see all of this happening and the end result is everybody just pack up and go home. It just doesn't feel like that's going to be the case. But look, if something is going to happen, I believe it's going to be soon. Yes, I did hear some of the things that Putin said, but we shall see, because if he invades, this is definitely going to be something much more large scale than Iraq and Afghanistan. It's going to way surpass that. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.